Hey, what's going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku, back with another video, and so we're reporting this again because once again WWE decides, well, we're just not going to do what the fans want, even though like a month ago they were saying in December that we're going to give you, the fans, decisions to make the decisions and be the authority, right? We're going to give the fans what you want. We're going to give the fans what you want. Right? We're going to give the fans what you want. Well, Vince, WWE, we want Braun Strowman as the Universal Champion. We've been saying that to you for 2 years. We want Braun Strowman as the Universal Champion. And for 2 years, you've been shortchanging us. Shortchanging us. Braun Strowman deserves the goddamn title. Okay, so now Monday Night Raw's ratings have been shit. They're at an all-time worse. They are worse than 1996 Monday Night Raw ratings, when they were competing, might I add you, to the WCW Nitro. Monday Night Nitro, okay? They were competing against Monday Night Nitro, okay? And they were losing those ratings. That was during the 88 straight weeks that Eric Bischoff was beating him in the war, the Monday Night War, right? Okay? They're doing worse than those WWE Raw shows, okay? All-time worst. They broke the all-time worst record for Raw ratings in the WWE now, okay? In the past few weeks here, and it's not getting any better. It's not getting any better. They're not doing good numbers, okay? Eventually, they're going to be below 1 million, which that is utter pathetic. They're almost to close to not to 1 million. They're close to being under 1 million, okay? That is pathetic, okay? And you want to know why it's pathetic? You want to know why it's pathetic? Because one, they have no wrestling competition, major wrestling competition, at least at the time being right now. Two, there is no Monday Night Football. You know how WWE has used the excuse, oh, when Monday Night Football comes out in September, that's going to, kill our ratings a little bit. It's going to dim us down a little bit. There's no Monday Night Football right now. It's all Saturdays and Sundays. Well, actually, now it'll be Sunday next week. But, no Monday Night Football, okay? So, don't even give me that crap. No Monday Night Football, no other wrestling major company. There's no reason for them to be just barely at 1 million views for ratings for Monday Night Raw. There's no excuse. People are sick of their bullshit, okay? They are sick of the frickin' bullcrap storylines, okay? They're sick of the cheesy-ass matches, okay? Because they are cheesy storylines, cheesy matches, okay? Where's the ruthless aggression? What happened to the... Oh, and by the way, people are sick of... I'm just going to put this out here. People are sick of the stupid Titantrons they have now. They don't even have Titantrons anymore. It's all freaking logos. It's a freaking logo. Like, I was there, like, last year at Monday Night Raw. And they're not Titantrons anymore. It's just logos. It's just, like, it's a one logo. We want Titantrons. We want freaking highlights of people wrestling. Like, that's a freaking, like, why? Like, so, today on Raw, apparently, they took Braun Strowman out of the Royal Rumble match, which I was actually looking forward to because reports were that Braun Strowman was going over. Because Brock's going to the UFC. He's going to be leaving to, I believe in February, it is, for the UFC. He's going to be fighting DC, the current UFC heavyweight champion, at some point in February, because his suspension's expiring soon. So, he's going to be leaving. So he's losing the title at the Rumble. He's losing the title at the Rumble. Okay? And so now Braun's out of the match. So now Brock doesn't have an opponent. So yet again, we're being screwed out of a Braun Strowman-Lesnar match where Braun could finally take over the Beast. Braun deserves the belt. Okay? He deserves the title. We've waited long enough for this. They keep claiming that, we are going to, get what we want, but yet we're not getting what we want. And the ratings are plummeting because of that. Alright, we want Braun as the goddamn champion. Okay? People are sick of Brock Lesnar as the Universal Champion. Okay, and the ratings show. And I know some people are going to be like, oh, well, WWE doesn't give a shit. They got $1 billion, they got a bunch of money, resources, and all that stuff. Here's the thing. Okay? Here's the thing with that. They signed a $1 billion contract with Fox this September for their SmackDown TV deal, right? Okay? Guarantee you, Fox are not going to want to go into SmackDown with horrible ratings. Okay? They're not going to want that. They spent $1 billion. They want a profit. Okay? For their ratings. So, this is not good. This is not good. And WWE really should be paying more attention. Okay, to this crap. So, this is not good. And we're in the midst of the Royal Rumble. We are in the midst of, 2 weeks away from the Royal Rumble, which is supposed to be the best time of the year for wrestling fans, right? The road to WrestleMania. And their ratings are doing terrible. Okay? No Monday Night Football. No leading competition in a wrestling company. So, they're doing terrible, barely making 1 million views for ratings, okay? And they're still sitting there and doing stupid shit that no one wants to see. Just because. And it's so backwards, again, with Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns get the polar opposite treatment. Okay? Roman Reigns, the fans, they did not want him to be champion. Everybody was booing him out of the building. They were doing this, they were doing that. And still, nonetheless, WWE still went with him. They still went with him through thick and thin. They still went with him over Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman now with, unfortunately, Roman Reigns having cancer, he's now out of commission for at least 2 years, I would have to think. Maybe a year, depending on, how the whole medical thing works, and, his treatment and stuff like that. But, nonetheless, Roman Reigns is out for the time being, for an extended period of time. Okay? So now, Braun finally has the chance to be the guy. Okay? He finally has the chance to be the man. Okay? And WWE are screwing him again. It feels like with Braun Strowman, it's like the opposite than it is with Roman Reigns. Like with Roman Reigns, he was getting booed all the time. The WWE management still continued to freaking keep jamming him down the throat until he won the belt, right? Well, they're doing the opposite with Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman is massively over, and everybody wants him to be goddamn champion, and they're not going to give it to us. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, we're going to give the fans what we want. This is why people complain about them not making stars, because they never do. Anytime when they do make a star, it's based on either an accident or it's just someone that they want to be the champion, but the fans don't. Okay, like Roman Reigns. We didn't want him to be champion. It was clear as goddamn day that no one wanted him to be champion, but of course, we have to continue making him a babyface and keep presenting him as a babyface because we have to appeal to the kiddies, right? The kiddies. When I was a kid and I watched wrestling, I cheered for Stone Cold Steve Austin. A badass anti-hero. Okay? Okay? Who was supposed to appeal to adults. Because that was when they were TV-14. But, that's what we appealed to. Not this stupid, like, the way they do it now, I mean, they've been doing it with John Cena ever since. Once John Cena came in, they freaking decided to make him kiddish, because he won the title. He was a rapper. Everyone loved him as the rapper, and now he's all this, he's this, whatever they call him now. C Nation and stupid shit like that. Over the Chain Gang stuff. Now it's all about trying to appeal to the kiddies, right? And I don't have a problem with them appealing to the kiddies, but they don't have to be like this. Stone Cold Steve Austin was massively over. Kids loved him, okay? Kids loved him as what he was, because it was real. It was real. It was everyone that goes there, even to this day, Stone Cold is revered as one of those guys that's hugely popular because of what he is. Roman Reigns, John Cena, they're not like that because John just is this guy that was just there. He just did his thing, and it's just whatever. John is obviously a huge popular star. I'm not disputing that. But in terms of the iconicness, he doesn't have that. He never did. He never had the iconicness that The Rock had. He never had the iconicness that Hulk Hogan had. He never had the iconics that Stone Cold had. He never had that. He never had that. And the reason why he never had that was because he was basically being something that he really wasn't. He, the stuff that he does, on TV, his character is just like, color here, color there, of our t-shirt, red t-shirt, purple t-shirt, green t-shirt, like, it didn't feel real. Like, it felt like they were just always trying to promote, like, the merchandise and stuff like that, rather than just be... You never seen Stone Cold Steve Austin really come out to a t-shirt. The only time he did come out to a t-shirt was when he actually forgot his vest. And, unfortunately, that was at WrestleMania 15. He actually had said this before, that the reason why he wore the t-shirt was because he accidentally forgot his vest. But you get what I'm saying, is like, these people that wear all these t-shirts and merch and stuff like that, they don't have to wear that. They don't have to wear that. It's not eccentric to their character. They just do it because they're forced to, pretty much, to wear all this stuff, and it doesn't never feel real. But getting back to Braun, this guy, is sort of in the whole thing with, like, Daniel Bryan. It's really weird because comparing Braun Strowman to Daniel Bryan is just insane, first and foremost, because Daniel Bryan is a small guy, and, obviously, typically, small guys don't win the world title, so he had it much harder than anybody else, but yet he still managed to get it. Where the comparison with him and Braun comes in is they both, for whatever reason, they just don't want to put the title on them, even though they're popularly over. They're heavily over. And for whatever reason, they just don't want to put the belt on them, which I just think is really insane because, he's highly popular. Braun has come in his own, and unlike Daniel Bryan, the guy has muscles. Okay, like, he has muscles. Like, he is like a guy that Vince typically would want to push, because he has that muscle look that he likes, that Vince likes. But he's over with the crowd, like, and that's what you're supposed to want as a babyface. But yet, for whatever reason, they keep screwing him over, and it's just really, really stupid. It's really freaking stupid, and I'm so sick of it. I'm sick of hearing it. I'm sick of hearing WWE saying they're going to change when they clearly aren't. They're still doing their own tactics behind the scenes. We're going to do what you guys want. We're gonna do what the fans want. You all want it this way, and we're gonna do it this way. They say that on television. They don't mean it. They don't mean it at all. It's all just an illusion to try and get ratings up, and it's failing because people are not stupid. It's just, and now you got this AEW, coming in, and I was planning on making a video about AEW because I am really looking forward to that. Hopefully they get a cable deal because I'm sick of this WWE. Like I'm on my last legs with them, to be completely honest with you. I mean, SmackDown's the only really watchable show at this point. I've watched some pay-per-views here and there, but I'm like for like a year, like for almost 2 years now, I have just gotten just insanely been there, done that, over with this shit. Because they have so many talented wrestlers and they keep screwing them over because they just they have their own agenda and they don't want to do what the fans want, and I just think it's ridiculous. Yeah, that's whatever reason it is, it's still stupid. For whatever reason it is, it's just not working. I'm really hoping that they get more guys like there. They got Chris Jericho. I guarantee you, Chris Jericho is going to be their first world champion because they can't give the title to Cody Rhodes because he's he's one of the minority owners. Like, you can't give the title to Cody Rhodes because people will be like, oh, well, he just put the belt, he booked himself to win the world title. That wouldn't make sense. You can't do that. I would assume that Cody would know that too, because it's like, yeah, I can't do that. You got to give the title to Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho is like a hugely popular star, and that's the guy you got to go with for at least the first world title. You need a splash. Like with TNA, when they first came in, their first world champion was Ken Shamrock, right? When he won the TNA NWA title or whatever. Like, they need a splash. Jericho is obviously much over than Shamrock was in the wrestling industry. So you gotta give someone really good, and I guarantee you Jericho's gonna win the belt whenever they decide to make it, or whenever they decide to start doing it. I don't know who else they plan on signing. I don't believe in the whole Goldberg rumors. I don't know why I don't know what the whole end game for Goldberg to sign would be. Because he only can wrestle for 5 to 7 minute matches at the most. I don't know what the end game exactly would be for Goldberg to wrestle there. Well, it seems that they're appealing to. Well, it's kind of weird because. I think one of the owners, one of the major owners, is the Jacksonville Jaguars owner, right? I wonder if they're doing this because of the XFL. Because think about it, Vince is restarting the XFL again, which is another football league. And so now one of the owners of the NFL is essentially funding a wrestling company to compete against the WWE, so I don't know. That's just one of my theories. I don't know why no one's talked about that. I have yet to see someone talk about that. I should make a video about that. I should make a whole in-depth video about that. The Jacksonville Jaguars owner might have some self-motivation. I mean, I could be wrong. He could be a wrestling fan, that we never knew about. But I don't know. I feel like there's some type of self-motivation there. XFL is coming out in 2020. Vince McMahon owns the XFL. AEW is a wrestling company being funded by a freaking NFL owner. There's some self-motivation, I think. There's got to be some type of coincidental. But getting back to Braun, like I said, Braun needs to win this, or... Yeah, the rumors is it might be that he's not medically cleared yet, but I mean, you still have 2 weeks. You still have 2 weeks until the Rumble, so why pull the trigger yet? Why pull the trigger now? Unless they're deciding to just, he's not really injured. It's just they want to put him in the Rumble. Unless they're trying to do that, I don't know, and have him win the Rumble. That's the only way I could see it, because you can't. No, it's gonna be Braun. It has to be Braun. Like, you can't give it to anyone else. It has to be Braun Strowman. Like, he's the most over guy right now in the company. So yeah, but again, WWE keeps holding him down, as we always know. So yeah, that's my whole thoughts on this. I'm again pissed off. Braun got pulled out of the Rumble Lesnar match. Just really stupid. Let me know, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Comment, rate. If you like this video or my other videos, please subscribe. And that's about it, guys. I'm the SS Ultimate Goku, and I'm out here. Peace.